Hello and welcome back to my weight loss journey videos. So in the last two, if you have missed them, I went through my reasons for surgery and also the op day. So if you haven't checked those out, go check them out. I will put links in my description to the playlist that I've created for these. Um, so today we're going to go through post-op. It is now, as I'm recording this, it's the 25th of April. I had my op on the 6th of April, so it's 3 weeks tomorrow. That is since my operation, so it's been a while. I've been sort of MIA in terms of not recording because I've recorded the last one maybe a week ago, so it hasn't really been that long since that. So I want to go through sort of what life after operation is in the first sort of 3 weeks. So in terms of food wise, I am still in liquid phase until Saturday, which is then moved on to puree stage. So I'm still having soups and things, simple things like that. Still taking my multivitamins each day, twice a day, and I'm still taking my lansoprazole, which is for my heartburn and also to manage the amount of acid buildup that comes into my stomach, because obviously with the operation, if I can't, my body's still used to creating the same amount of acid. I can't have that amount of acid in my stomach anymore because one, my stomach's not that big anymore, so there's not enough space for it. So the main that's the main reason for the lansoprazole, which is not a forever drug. It is only for around 3 months unless you need it for longer. It depends if you still have issues with heartburn. Um, so I now that I'm 3 weeks out, I'm feeling a lot better. I still get tired. I'm still very tired actually, but that is because of very low calorie foods. Because liquid foods, it's quite difficult to bring your calories up. I mean, I'm having hot chocolate with full milk, like not whole milk because I don't like hot milk, but with like semi-skimmed milk and no water. I normally have hot chocolate with water, and I quite like it with just water, but I'm having it with milk. So it makes it very much so much richer, but it's also more calories. But again, it's still not that much in respect of the fact that I'm not eating enough calories. Because soup is quite difficult to get enough calories into unless you make it yourself, which I could have been making it myself, but my problem is that I'm worried that if I start making soup myself, I will pick at the food when as it's being made, and I can't have solid food. So I didn't want to have that temptation. So I've just been buying the store-bought soups. But like, I don't know if anyone's heard of these BOL soup. Well, they're more like meals, but you can get there's meal versions and then there's sort of more stews and liquid forms. So I've been having that, blending them down and diluting them with a stock cube. So that's what I've been doing. And it's been fine. I'm sort of sick of liquids at this stage. I'm sort of 7 weeks since I started my LRD, so I've been 7 weeks on liquids only. So I'm very, very, very ready for something different. So, in terms of weight loss, you can't tell how much I've lost at the moment because I'm wearing my hoodie, and it's because I'm cold. So that's another thing. If you do decide to have this surgery, make sure you have some warm clothes because you get cold really quickly. And I'm sure people um, who are not so heavy do also experience the cold. And I do think some people that are heavy also experience the cold, but I've just the level of coldness that I feel now is so much greater than it was when before the surgery. So wrap up warm. That's the top tip of the day. Anyway, so I have lost in total. Well, I last got weighed on Tuesday, so and it's now Thursday, so this was 2 days ago. I've lost in total 16 kilograms, which is, for those who don't work in kilograms, it is 2.5 stone, just around 2.5 stone, which is a lot of weight, and I'm aware that's a lot of weight, but that's since the start of my LRD. Since, yeah, so I think since surgery, it's about 8 kilograms, maybe a bit more now. Uh, yeah. think so. Maybe maybe a bit more actually, because to be fair, no, that's since the last. So that's since the 22nd of March. That was 8 kilograms. Anyway, 16 kilograms. Let's focus on the 16 kilograms since the beginning, since my initial consultation with my surgeon. So that would have been back at the very end of February. It was my first initial consultation with my surgeon. So it's been a long time, but not really that long if you think about it, because I started my LRD maybe 4 days after that initial consultation. So I've started that Saturday, actually, I believe. Yeah, so I started that Saturday after my consultation. So from then I've lost, it may be that Saturday, it might have been the week after, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. In roughly 7 weeks, I've lost 16 stone. 16 stone, Jesus Christ, I've been literally nothing off me. 16 kilograms. So yeah, which is really good. I'm really pleased with that. It is scary, the fact that it's come off so quickly, and it's quite daunting, the fact that it can come off that quickly. I did expect it, but when it's a reality, it's quite difficult to sort of like in your head to figure it out. I'm finding that I'm struggling with my brain to figure out what's happened. And I understand what's happened, of course, and I understand the process and what I'm going through, but my brain can't comprehend the fact that I don't feel hungry anymore. That the food that I'm eating doesn't really satisfy me. That not in terms of hunger, but it's just I'm not bothered by food anymore. Like if I could easily go a day without eating, obviously that's not healthy, and I'm not going to do that. The only day I've done that was day of surgery, where I didn't eat anything, and there was a couple of days sort of once I got home and during the hospital stay that I just didn't really eat. So the Sunday, the Monday, I didn't really eat that much. I tried, I did my best to eat as much as I could, but it wasn't great. It didn't go very well. Let's just say that it just didn't go very well. So yeah, so that's sort of where I'm at now. I'm doing really well. I'm happy. I'm going out for dinner tomorrow night, which is on Friday the 26th, the day before my puree stage. My nurses have said that I can have puree food on Friday night because it's only a very small difference between that and doing that and not doing it. So that's going to make it going out for dinner. It's not the first time I've been out for dinner since my surgery either. I did go out for dinner the weekend after my surgery, which probably wasn't the best idea, but I had soup. So it was, and very little of it. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to be nice to see to see a lot of my family. Also, I've got another cat. That's Minstrel. She is a little old lady. She can't hear me because she's deaf. But I have an added cat in the next 3 weeks. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm going to go into a bit more detail about the food, probably in the next video, because I think it's really important to go through all the stages, and I'll go through the LRD properly. I'll go through stage 1, 2, 3. Yeah, puree stuff. Yeah, stages 1, 2, and 3 post surgery as well, because I think that deserves its own video, and I don't want to make these videos really, really long because then people just don't watch them. So don't want to bore all of you. Yeah, so that's sort of where I'm at. I've had a lot of support from family and friends. I've been doing things. I've been fairly active. It's really important, as I said, I think in my previous video, it's really important to stay active because you don't want to get blood clots. Yes, I'm wearing stockings, and I'm going to be and I have been wearing stockings since Saturday the 6th of April, and I will be wearing stockings for another week. I've got to wear them for 4 weeks. Again, as I said before, everyone's surgery is different. I'll just move over a little bit. You can see the little cute face. Look how cute she is. She can't hear me at all. She's very cute. Not at night though. She's not cute at night. She meows at the door. Anyway, yeah. So everyone's surgery is different. So I don't even know what I was saying. Brain fog. Also, that's another thing. Brain fog is a massive thing. It's kind of like I would guess. I mean, I've never been pregnant, so I don't know. But I guess baby brain, they all say. But I call it brain fog because it's sort of like I forget things, or I'm halfway through a sentence and my brain just stops and just does not want to get the rest of it out, and then I forget what I was going to say. That could also be to do with lack of calories and just all of that. So I'm doing my best. That's all I can do, is try and hope that it's all easy and easy to get past at this stage. But yeah, I'm also have started therapy. I'm a huge advocate for therapy. I do recommend going to therapy, especially if if you're thinking about going to therapy, having the surgery. I would also always suggest therapy beforehand if you're ill, and after, or you could just do after if you feel like you've made the decision, which is the same for me. I made the decision I was going to do it, whether a therapist said it was good for me or not. It was always something I was going to do, and I feel very good that I did it. I'm going to therapy because I think it'll be an easier way for my brain to cope with all the changes that's happening in my life, and how to cope with going out for meals, for instance, with people that maybe may not know or understand, going and doing things socially, and knowing that I can't drink that much because, well, I can't drink anything at the moment, but not being able to drink that much because of the fact that, one, I'll get really drunk really quickly, but also I just can't fit it in. Also cope with the fact that I can't eat and drink at the same time because I just can't fit it in. So it is all a learning curve for me. And I think it's important to be able to have, yes, I know that family and friends are always there to support me, but sometimes it's really, really good to have someone who doesn't know like they will know everything about you, but they don't know like the people who are involved directly. They're a person who's on the outside looking in, and it's nice to have their perspective on how I'm living and what I'm doing and how I'm coping with things, maybe giving me some different coping strategies. So for instance, in my first session, I'm going to be very open with you guys because I think it's the easiest way. Obviously, I'm not going to open up to things that I really can't say. But she suggests I'm a very much a people person, and I always have been, and I think that aspect of me will always be there. It's just being fair to myself and making sure I'm doing things myself. So this surgery was one of those big things that I did for myself. I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it for myself only, and that's one of the, well, there's lots of reasons why I did it, but also it was for myself. It was for my own self-esteem as well as my health, my mental health, my physical health, everything, and my longevity actually in all. But also I having also she suggested that I journal, and write things down and create myself goals for each day that I have to tick off once they'd been done. So for instance, today I didn't do too much today. I had a very chilled day because I've had a very active couple of days tidying up my space, and organising and stuff like that within reason, much I can do. So it's taken me 3 weeks to do it because I can only do so much in a day, and because I get tired. But also, so for instance, today my target was just to watch a film because I don't do that, and do some of my breakfast journal, which is what I did. I did my breakfast journal, and I watched a movie, and I ticked both my boxes. So that's what's important. Anyway, as I said before, everyone's journey is different. My journey will be different to yours. Your friend's journey will be different to mine, or your journey, like, it could be completely different. Yes, the surgery, and also different surgeries come with different things, and different issues. So, for instance, you may have had the gastric bypass and you don't need the lansoprazole because you don't get heartburn. That's also fine. That's normal. You don't the gastric sleeve, you get heartburn. It's really annoying. But anyway, as I said, everyone's journey is different. Be kind, and that's all I ask. Anyway, I hope you all have had a lovely day. If you don't know already, I do stream on Twitch, and I do post my streams onto YouTube, so that's why you might see some other content from me. So if you haven't already, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you always know when I upload, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!